Hello, friends, and today is an extremely exciting day. I am barely containing myself right now, let me tell you. This is my best friend, Jane. She is the one who I ruined her birthday when she got the cat book. It was devastating, and I mean, for me, it was devastating. I don't know if I really ruined your day.
I just remember feeling a little bit embarrassed, and then I just kind of got over it because I just like cats, so.
There we go. See, I was accurate before. So today, I just thought we would bring Jane in and we would talk about friendship, because our friendship is one of the most important things in my life. And I just thought, you know, we all go through life and we've got different friends, and I want to talk about what it means to be a good friend and how you can do that. And so I brought in my best friend to do that. So Jane, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, my name is Jane. I'm sure you've already heard there are some things that I really like cats, the color purple, and when I was younger I really liked ketchup. I tried it on almost everything. Something that I'm not most proud of, but I did do it. So now I am a teacher. I have taught in Winnipeg and I've taught overseas. I taught in Egypt for 2 years, and I just got back from teaching in South Korea. And that's pretty much me.
So I thought we would kind of just share the story of how we became friends. Do you want me to tell it, or do you want to tell it?
I don't care.
All right, real enthused over here. So basically, I came to the elementary school that we met at in grade 1, and Jane had started there in kindergarten, so she was like...
I had already had a best friend in kindergarten, and I was excited to have that best friend in grade 1. But then I went and looked at my cubby.
Which is like a locker, for anyone who doesn't know what
you know,
cubby
where you
is.
keep your jackets. And so they had little your name, little sticker things. And I saw my name, and beside my name was not my previous best friend, but Kaylyn's name, and I was devastated.
Yeah, the world basically ended for Jane that day.
And I found out that my previous best friend had moved away over the summer, and Kaylyn was the new girl, and I had to share my cubby with the new girl.
She hated it. Let's just to put it lightly. She was not pleased.
Nope.
And so our friendship, didn't start right away. But only a few days later, me being like my gung-ho self, I went up to her and I said, hey, do you want to be best friends?
Yup.
That's what happened. And so, 23 years later, it's still stuck, and we're still best friends. Mm-hmm. All right, we are going to play a game together because games are fun. Thumbs up. So I only know this game is called the Newlywed Game, which we are not.
Nope. You are.
I am.
Not
but me. We'll call it the Bestly Friend Game.
Bestly Friend.
This is the Bestly Friend Game. And so what's going to happen is we will be asked a question, and then we are going to write our answer for each other on our boards.
You'll see how it works.
We have arrows so that you can clearly see that
this answer is for that person. 1, 2, 3. Baby blue.
That's true. Purple?
Yeah.
Or green?
Or
orange.
Bingo.
3, 2, 1. Farmer sausage.
Ooh, salt and vinegar chips.
That's true. I wasn't thinking of snacks.
Bingo. Well, I just thought of it.
What's your favorite food?
I really do like farmer sausage, but I also really like chocolate.
3, 2, 1. Worms.
Why would I ever eat worms?
Jean really likes food, and so I had to choose something that wasn't really edible.
Actually, true story. I really don't like worms. I was in Korea and I tried something, bundegi. It's like this little larvae thing. I didn't like that. So you're right.
Check. Cucumbers. Jane is very right, because when I was younger, I ate cucumbers, and then I threw up, and
She will never eat cucumbers again. But fun fact, she loves pickles. I should have put that.
3, 2, 1. Peter Pan guy.
Orlando Bloom. Kaylyn had posters on every single wall and even her ceiling of Orlando Bloom.
That's true. I thought he was a babe. I couldn't remember the guy's last name.
Jeremy Sumpter. I thought he was very good looking. Peter! You should watch the movie. Peter Pan. The real people, not Hook. That one's good too.
I like that one.
Okay. What are you putting down?
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Scottish and like Mennonite
Scottish.
countries.
You're Scottish.
I am
Mennonite
Scottish.
countries. Yeah, German, Polish, etc. Yeah, I don't really know what I am.
Mixed bag.
Mixed bag. I'm a mutt.
3, 2, 1. Eating at new places.
Oh yeah, making music.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's true.
I love food.
That's all I do.
What should I do today?
Eat.
Eat.
Look like a second grader wrote this. 3, 2, 1. Fall?
Fall. Fall.
Fall?
Yeah.
Me too. Yay! Okay. 3, 2, 1. Sticky hands.
Oh yeah, hearing people chew and breathe. Stop breathing.
It's true. That is the hugest pet peeve of mine. Oh, I hate it. It's really... 3, 2, 1. Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. You're wrong.
Is it Pocahontas?
Yes, Pocahontas.
Ah, I knew it. Jane had a stuffed raccoon. Has
Still do
a stuffed raccoon
Raccoon.
that's called Miko after the
Miko and
Pocahontas movie. Fun fact, one time we went to a hotel and Miko got lost in the sheets and then washed in the hotel sheets and then sent back to Jane looking like roadkill. All of the stuffing had been taken out of it.
He was in a little tiny box.
But he's restuffed and living well. Listening, consoling, and chocolate.
A slushie and a movie and pickles.
That's true.
Yeah, I was not as sensitive. Go watch a movie.
Get out of my face. 3, 2, 1. Farting during silent reading.
It's true, it happened. Oh gosh. Kaylyn ripped her pants twice at Wheelies.
It's true.
It was twice, right?
It was twice.
I don't remember why it was twice.
I bent down. Well, I've told this story actually.
Oh, okay.
I bent down to pick something up, and the seam, the
Ripped.
seam of the crotch part of my pants ripped, and then I sat down, and when I went to get up, a nail hooked onto the pocket of the pants, and then ripped off the back of my pants.
Would there be another embarrassing moment for you?
I mean, that was pretty up there. It was not great. I didn't love it. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Spiders.
Yes. Snakes?
No, I'd say spiders.
Yeah?
Or bugs.
Yeah.
Or drowning. Let's keep it upbeat here, Jane.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Teacher.
What she's doing now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in our dream careers.
Yay!
Yay for us. We did it. 3, 2, 1. Ginger spice.
Sporty Spice. It's so sporty, Kaylyn.
Yeah, I don't know
You
how.
play all the sports.
She did get all the solos, so I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah.
3, 2, 1. Knitting supplies, chocolate, and toilet paper.
That's a good one. I said guitar, pickles, and a book. You should use that for toilet paper.
gross.
I mean, you read it,
And then
when you're done,
you
you
utilize
can use it. That works, right?
Yes. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Flying because it's fun.
Teleportation to be able to go places faster.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's accurate.
I would like to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Okay, good, correct. Point.
3, 2, 1. Cat.
Bird because it sings.
Like birds.
You don't like birds at all.
No, but I guess you could fly and sing if you're a bird.
Yeah.
I put a cat to have a reason to lounge all day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, that'd be really good.
My cat does nothing.
No, he doesn't.
3, 2, 1. Look at that!
Look at that.
Would you just look at it?
Look at it. Look at that.
Look
We
at
have the
that.
same one.
Look at that.
Look at that. Just look at it.
Okay.
Ooh. Oops. Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Incredible.
Best, and I made it an acronym.
Oh, what a teacher.
B for beautiful, E for excellent, S for stupendous, and T for terrific.
That was really nice.
Spelled terrific wrong. But I couldn't pick one.
What letter is that?
That's an F and an I.
And a C?
One, a C there.
It's a new word.
Because every part of you is just my best friend.
Okay.
Done.
We did it.
Who won?
Me.
Everybody wins.
So let's talk about friendship. What do you think sustained our friendship throughout the school years? I know that like a lot of girls, when you're in that kind of school environment and you're seeing your same friends every single day, there's a lot of like fights that happen, there's a lot of arguments or gossiping. So what do you think sustained our friendship?
Well, I mean, it's not easy. I have to say, like, with our friendship and with other friendships that we have had for a long time, there have been fights and there have been frustrating things and maybe even like annoying things. But what should override that is just the effort to communicate and to understand the other person's point of view, and see like, well, why were you angry at that thing that I said, or why is this part annoying for you, or just saying, hey, I didn't like it when you did this, and just being like open about it. And that's scary, right? It's not easy to be open with some people, or especially if maybe they're a newer friend and you don't feel comfortable being open, but just trying to be like real with each other, you know? I don't know. How do you feel?
I totally agree. I think being real and being able to say to your friend something that Jane and I have been able to do for a number of years is like, if you're going through something and you just need some time alone, we're not afraid to say like, I love you, you're my best friend, but I just need to like be by myself. I just need to like deal with this right now, and I'll let you know like when
when we can chat again.
Yeah. No, totally. And I think that something throughout our friendship is because we did become best friends in grade 1, we have always been like a package deal, and our interests are very similar. Yeah. We've always been into music and art and drama, and so we have been able to go through life and live life together in so many different areas. And I mean, that was kind of hard sometimes. Like, we were always identified as Jane and Kaylyn, Kaylyn and Jane. And sometimes it was like, okay, I just like want to be my own person. But even hearing from, like, we've met some of our old teachers throughout the years, and some of the things that they've remembered so much about us is our friendship. And I think that's really, really cool. That's such a testament to how strong our friendship is.
So, as I mentioned, I have been away for 3 years. And before that, Kaylyn, you were away touring Canada with the Beautiful Unique Girl bus thing. And so we were apart. And so I'd like to just start the conversation about how we stayed connected during that apart phase of our friendship.
Well, from my end, something about Jane is that you are you're so intentional in your friendship, and you always text me or Skype me and say okay, what's happening in your life right now, and how can I be a friend to you right now, and care about you and pray about you and love you. And that is, oh my goodness, that's huge when you kind of remove yourself from a selfish nature and you really care about your friends and you have a love for your friends. And that is something that Jane really excels at. She's a good friend. Yeah, and so that made it so much easier, just knowing where each other was at, what was going on in each other's lives for that whole 5 years. There wasn't a time. A lot of times, I think it goes both ways, that whoever was home, people in our lives would ask us about the other one and how they were doing. And so it was really cool to be able to say, oh yeah, no, she's doing this, and she's doing this, and she's having a lot of fun. And so that's what I think.
Yeah. What do you think? And from my end, when I was at home, like you said, you were gone, people would ask me, and it was difficult, of course, having been the person, or having you usually here and then being in spaces that you should be and you're not, was really strange at first. But then when I was the one that was gone, I could sympathize with how you were feeling. And I knew that just keeping that contact would help both of us feel more at home, even if we weren't at home.
Right. Something else that I found really, just so great while we've been apart and while we're together is how we can pray with each other and pray for each other. There were many times that Jane would text me while she was overseas and say, look, I'm going through something really tough right now. I just need you to pray for me. I just need God on my side, and I need your support and whatever. And I think that really helped us even grow together, grow closer with God, but also grow closer together because we were sharing everything we were struggling with and giving it up to God together, whether we were in the same country or not.
And praising together too.
Yeah, exactly.
When things went awesome.
Yeah.
We were saying, I'm really praising God today because something awesome happened.
Yeah. And another thing I appreciate about Jane is that when I am going through something, for example, on the morning of my wedding, I was really nervous and I was really excited, and we got in the car and Jane said, we're not starting the car, we're not driving until we pray together. Yeah. And we did that, and it meant so much to me, and it helped me so much. And so I think that is another reason why our friendship is so strong. Yeah.
I just thought of this actually. Another really important part of, any relationship is anticipating or having sympathy or empathizing for the other person's feelings, and then trying to figure out how to react to that feeling before maybe it's said by the other person. So I knew that you were nervous. Most people would be nervous on their wedding day, but you hadn't really said it. You were more focused on what was happening. And so I was, you think about how can I help this person in the feeling that they're feeling right now. And even when we were overseas, through text message, it's not as easy to figure out how someone's feeling, but that's still something that was on my mind. How can I respond to this feeling right now? Yeah.
So, Jane, what does it look like to you to be a good friend?
Well, since I'm a teacher, I do talk about being friends a lot, and okay, everyone, let's just try to be friends. But being a good friend and seeing a good friend is sometimes difficult. So I feel like when I see good friends apart from ourselves, I see people who communicate really well. I feel like that's one of the biggest things is opening up, saying how you're feeling, saying what you're thinking. But a little asterisk on that, when you say what you're feeling or how you're feeling, you still need to be thinking about how that person is going to take it and how they're going to think about it. Because if you say, well, I'm feeling mad today, maybe the way that you say that or the tone that you say that is going to affect the other person in a negative way. And they might not take it the way that you mean for it to be. So I feel like that's like one of the biggest things I see as a good friend. You're thinking about the other person and how they're going to respond to your communication. Also, I mean, friends spend time together. Like you can't, I mean, it's hard to be a friend if you're not spending time together. You don't have similar interests, or you don't try to find similar interests, which we're lucky to have because we just innately have similar interests. Yeah. But sometimes you have to kind of search for that, find things that you like to do together, or watch together, or whatever together. Those are two things that I think I see when I see good friends. How about you?
Well, I definitely agree about the communication thing. Something I've thought of, I've heard it said about marriage, about friendships, is that you can't just assume that the other person knows how you're feeling or knows what you're thinking and then get mad when they don't like do something you want them to do or react the way you want them to react. And so I think it's very big, it's a very big thing to have the confidence to say, yeah, I'm sad because of this, and or I'm mad because of this. And I think that that's a really big thing to ensure that you have a strong friendship. And the second thing is something I touched on earlier, is just trying to remove yourself from a selfish nature, which I think is really hard sometimes. Yeah. Like I think we tend to think about ourselves, and that's just what happens. Yeah. But if you take the time and effort to think about the other person and instead of just thinking about yourself, it opens you up. First of all, it opens you up and your way of thinking and your heart, but it means so much to the other person, and it really makes them feel loved and appreciated and valued. And I just think that that's really big.
Yeah, it's really big. It's so easy to be selfish in anything. And I mean, you're in your body and you firstly usually think about yourself. Yeah. But and that happens a lot in like children and like preteens or teens. As you're growing, you're learning more about the world around you and how to react to that in a less selfish way. And so yeah, I definitely agree with the selfish part.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just wanted to bring some information to you today and talk about our friendship, what has made it successful, what has made it honor God. And I know it's really hard to be in high school. Like I said before, it's really hard to be with the same people day in, day out, and you feel like you have to compare yourself to people or live up to certain standards. I know that is really hard, and that might be the world that you're living in right now. But just taking some of the nuggets of information that we are throwing your way, I think will really help you in the long term. You'll come out of high school or middle school or whatever just with real friendships and real friends that you can count on, and that will be there for you. Yeah, so let us know down in the comments if any of what we have said has been helpful, if you're going to try any of the things that we said, and more importantly, let me know if you want Jane to come back and do another video with me, because I might like it. I might like if she came back.
I don't know if I want to come back. Haven't had fun at all today.
Party pooper. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I just hope that you enjoy all of our videos, and thanks, Jane.
No problem. Thanks for having me. I had so much fun.